Go through the hippogriff room. It really makes me wish I had Skill of Wolf. So with Skill of Wolf, you'll immediately rush into a charge. Do like a quick burst forward, straight into a charge. Without Skill of Wolf, it does take a bit of time to build up. Okay, this should be it. Here we go. And this room is filled with spikes. And just in case you wanted to try and trick your way through that and fly over here with the bat, there is actually a blue door here that you need to be able to walk into to open. And the next appearance of Maria.
So, did you find Richter?
I don't know if he's the one you're looking for, but I found a Belmont.
Really? So he is here?
But the one I saw was the enemy. He was the lord of this castle.
That can't be true. You're wrong. I must go now.
So we do technically come here for story progression, but we mostly come here for the silver ring, which is the counterpart of the gold ring we obtained after the fight with the succubus. And there is a clue of where to use them. If you read them, one of the rings, if you equip them and check the item descriptions, the descriptions, one of the descriptions says where clock, the other says in tower. So, you know, put 2 and 2 together, we're in clock tower. What it means is actually the clock room where we first met Maria, not the actual clock tower location, which we'll go to afterwards. So it's not a long journey, we'll just run through here again. Make our way around and head back up. Oh, we're out of magic again, which means I'm going to have to fight these two guys down here actually properly this time. Blade and hammer. I think the librarian's bestiary refers to them as 2 brothers of 3. But I don't remember where the 3rd one is, or if the 3rd one actually even appears. That looks like something you should be worried about, and it's really not. You can you can just stand there and let him throw his blade at you, and it's not actually an attack, it's just an animation, which is kind of surprising. I wonder how much money we've got now. I'll have to check next time I go in the pause menu, which will be in a moment actually, because I need to equip those rings. I'll do it now. 6,335 gold. So yeah, the gold ring, wear clock, the silver ring in tower. And hey, bada bing. Lucky number 13. So yeah, that's all the use we get out of these rings, so I want to equip them when we're done. And head down into the mysterious underside of the clock room. Clock room. More health up. Like by this point, they're just really throwing those at you, and you end up with so much health. It's really weird. This music is actually a major tone shift from the previous area. And this entire area does not really match up with any of the other areas. It's really weird. I like doing that because you just move through the centre. They just move control from you and move Alucard back. It's amusing to me.
I'm sorry. You were right. He has joined forces with the enemy.
So it was a Belmont after all.
But someone must be controlling him. Whatever we do, we can't harm Richter.
But he must be stopped.
I know. Well, here. Take these with you.
What are these?
If you wear these, you can see beyond evil illusions.
Thank you. 'Tis best then if you pray for the soul of your friend.
Now, if you're playing the Sega Saturn version or the PSP port, and it does include the Requiem version, which is just outright the PSP port, which was included with the Dracula X Chronicles, just without the Dracula X Chronicles. I'm still not happy about that. That is actually a boss fight with Maria. It's actually two different boss fights, depending on which version you play. She has different moves, attacks, and abilities in the Saturn version than she does in the PSP version. The PSP version, her abilities are based on the abilities she had as a playable character in Rondo of Blood. But in the Saturn version, she has a bunch of martial arts moves, and she's got a lot of attacks that can put you in a corner and make it hard to get out. Okay, so now we got the holy glasses, we can go to the castle keep and challenge Richter. Although if we look at the map, we do still have that one big chunk on the top right that we've not been to yet, the clock tower, so we're going to go there now on our way to the castle keep. Like I say, it does have my favourite musical piece in the game. I'm really fond of it. The later Castlevania games, the Metroidvanias that had the teleporters in, would just they'd let you choose which location you wanted to go to. Symphony of the Night's the only one where you have to cycle through them. You want to watch out for the yellow Medusas there. The blue ones will do damage, but the yellow ones will petrify you, which is really irritating. Although if we get petrified, I wonder if we'll end up seeing that rare thing. When Alucard is petrified in the game, turned to stone, he will turn into one of three forms. He'll either be standing straight, he'll either be standing straight, he'll be falling back, or he will transform into a demon statue. And the demon statue is a very rare occurrence. I've only seen it happen, I think, 3 times in all the years I've played it. So if that happens, that'll be really interesting, but like, just going out of my way to get hit is not the best idea. So this is the Tragic Prince, one of my favourite musical pieces in the game. Just listen to it. We'll just listen to it for a moment. So yeah, I really like this. Oh, I just remembered I never showed off what the merman statue does. I'll have to go back to that in a little bit. We'll get to the Castle Keep teleporter and we'll go back down to see what that does. If you look on the right there, this cog here, there are 4 cogs in the clock tower. Each one of them has a specific setting, and if you put all of them in that setting, then you open the door at the bottom left of this screen. But it is actually really irritating to pull off, because this area throws a lot of flying enemies at you, and it's really irritating. And in the end, it's not really worth doing. You don't really get anything worthwhile out of it. There's no brilliant secret item for it, so not really worth the hassle. The Cloak Knight is a really interesting case. He's the only enemy that will respawn while you are still in the room. Is it this one, or does he only do it later? Oh, that'll be later then. Yeah, the only enemy that will respawn while you are still in the room. All the enemies respawn when you leave the room and re-enter it later. But the Cloak Knight, when you find him again later, will do it while you're still in the room. So the Sword Lord here, we fought one of them on the outer wall. Here they have a different feature. Once they've died, they become Vandal Swords. Not really a threat at our current level, but it's a neat twist. Oh, I thought it was the Platinum Mail. It's the Healing Mail. Heals you as you walk, I think, but it doesn't heal you for that much, and its defense, I don't think, is that great. The Spike Breakaway armor we've got on now is fine. This is Karasuman, in later Castlevania games renamed as Malthus. Like Slogger and Gaibin, really easy to get into a pattern. It's a very small room, not really built for a battle with that monster, with Karasuman. So it's very easy to just hit him into the wall and he'll be knocked back. And just keep doing it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut to when I get to where we use the ferry with the mermaid statue. I'll see you guys there. There's something I forgot on my way back to the where we use the merman statue. The demon familiar will actually press this button here. So welcome back preemptively. I'll show this off. This secret room actually contains one of the most irritating enemies in the game, the Venus weed. Here. Which is very dangerous. And it's dangerous if it attacks you. It didn't there, which is very surprising. Take my word for it, it's usually... We gotta go back through this, maybe it'll be more dangerous there. But, I don't know. Very surprised that it didn't attack there. Maybe it's weak to ice and I just never knew. Because we are still using Ice Brand. Again, didn't attack. Surprising. I'll have to look into that. Maybe it is weak to Ice Brand. Using the Demon Familiar actually reminds me of... used to do commentary with some friends, some post-recording commentary with some friends, and we did Symphony that night, and I took a completely different path to the one I'm taking now, and ended up getting a Demon Familiar first, before the Fairy Familiar, like considerably before the Fairy Familiar. I don't think I ever actually used the Fairy Familiar in that run, and we ended up naming the demon, and became a little favourite of ours, and everybody was kind of disappointed when I removed the demon later on and just used the Sword Familiar for the rest of the game. So I think as an apology to my commentary friends, we're keeping the demon around for the entire playthrough now. The name we ended up giving it was Salad, which was funny. It was originally called Sally, but then one of us misheard it and said, "Oh, we thought you said salad." So from then on, we just called it Saladin. And it was our favourite little character that we ever had, Salad the Demon. So what we do is move down here. This is a breakable floor. I want to avoid these because I am actually using Ice Brand and it doesn't work against them. And what the Merman statue does is actually summons the ferryman in this location. Summons the oarsman. It actually summons him here.
I'll guide you to meet your destiny.
And this is actually required to get to the end of this corridor. Like, you might think, oh, you could just fly all the way with the bat, but there is actually a door that's sealed shut and only the ferryman can open it. Nice relaxing boat ride. And there's that door. Like I say, sealed shut unless you have the ferryman with you. It's kind of awkward as well because it's right before the end, so you could fly all the way across, get to right before the end and have to turn back. But we get for that the holy symbol, which, if you get a look at the actual icon for it, it's a snorkel. So now we can go underwater, which is really nice. Not as useful as you'd think, but it's nice to have it. The wolf is the only form you can maintain underwater. You can't be a bat or mist underwater. That actually went a lot smoother than I expected it to. I expected to crash into something and have to reorient myself. But I was actually really smooth. I'm really happy with that. Okay, let's get the magic back and we'll head back to the castle keep and I'll see you guys there. Welcome back, guys. So now we're actually going to continue where we were before I remembered. Forgot to get the holy symbol. And we're going to proceed up to the battle with Richter. I really like this as a design detail. This is a really cool foreboding atmosphere that it builds up. Save room, which, yeah, why not? We can also grab the last familiar. No, it's not. I am missing 2 familiars. Then we can grab one of the last familiars on our way to Richter. I don't remember where the bat familiar is. Well, it'll be somewhere in one of those rooms that I've not actually been into. I mean, of course it will be in one of the rooms I've not been in. But, I don't remember specifically where it is. Huh. It's a shame as well, because the Bat Familiar has a really neat effect. Where if you turn into a bat while the Bat Familiar is summoned, it will... Well, this is interesting. It will be very happy with you as a bat. And, for example, we have the Fire of Bat there. It will also shoot Fireball with you. And as it levels up, turning into a bat with the Bat Familiar equipped will summon more bats. And each bat will fire a Fireball with you. And it's really kind of cool. There's the Platinum Mail. How is that? That is not as good as what we have. See, the Walk Armor is currently equivalent to the Spikebreaker Armor, but the intelligence is lowered. Like I say, it will offer one of the best. It will offer the best defense if you get the complete map coverage, but not necessarily be the best armor. I think the Alucard Mail is like one of the best armors because it offers various elemental defenses.
I've been waiting for you. Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula? Count Dracula.
So Richter here is in his Rondo of Blood appearance. The sprite is taken directly from Rondo of Blood, while the character portrait is very different. No bandana, longer hair. Oh, that reminds me, I need to equip the holy glasses. That would have been awkward. So that little green ball there, that's our target. If we kill Richter, then that's a bad ending.
You've defeated me, but all is not yet lost. The resurrection of Count Dracula is at hand.
You don't really get to hear it much, but the battle theme against Richter is this really neat rendition of Divine Bloodlines, which is Richter's theme from Rondo of Blood. So here's the biggest twist of Symphony of the Night, which was one of the coolest things to find out back in the day before the internet. By doing all of this, by getting the gold and silver rings and getting the holy glasses and breaking the orb above Richter rather than killing Richter, you unlock the second half of the game. And to be fair, it's like we've been through this in like a little over 2 hours. The first time through, where you're exploring everything, you would have taken much longer to get here. So you'd have been through maybe like 5 hours, maybe 6 hours,
Thank you, Alucard.
and then get to Richter
for
and
saving
beat him,
Richter.
and you could reasonably assume that's the end of the game.
The same Alucard who fought
But no, it's just the first
alongside my
half.
ancestor, Trevor Belmont? That was over 300 years ago. No time for small talk. Is the person who controlled you in that castle over there? Yes, I think so. Maria, take Richter and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah, as I said before, like that's the end of Richter's role in this story. Doesn't really contribute much.